early doors out of the hotel. Don't even know its name. It was an unusual place to stay. I'll explain in a minute. A little bit foggy out, a little bit chilly out. Just come down and see the border before we go. Wadi Cup. There's the river. There's Laos. But we're heading back into Thailand. Yes, a weird place to stay, mainly because I didn't meet anyone from the hotel until just now. Nobody ever appeared, nobody asked me for money. I just looked after myself, found the Wi-Fi code, found the key for the door, and had to go and ask someone or say I need to pay. But pay I did. Not a good idea just to ride off, although I could have. It's just before 7 a.m. We've got a big day ahead. Nothing open for breakfast, so 7-Eleven it is. Okay, we've got coffee. We've got a coffee machine in there. Marginally better than the Nescafe 3-in-1 that we had earlier. Banana in a plastic bag. Well, that's how it goes. And some sort of ham and cheese roll thing. Anyway, that'll keep me going for the first part of the trip. Out of town, turn right and head for Nampat on the 1268. Well, big day, 126k. That's not too bad, but 3,100 meters of climbing. Ouch. And I wouldn't say that my legs have really recovered from doing the toughest ride in Thailand 2 days ago and yesterday, but that's how it is. We'll make it. There's a couple of towns mid-route. We go through these two national parks, Suansai National Park, and the other one whose name I forget, and then there's a town after about 30k, good for a morning snack, and there's a town after about 70k, and that'll be good for lunch, and then at some point into Nampat town. Fog has already lifted. We're 500 meters up, and we're experiencing this cold snap. Should we call it a cool snap? But it is a little bit chilly this morning. I'd say it's about 14-15 degrees. I did have my overcoat on. I've taken it off because a couple of hills and I'll soon warm up. But it's lovely and clear out. Really beautiful early morning light. First little town. Nestled in the hills. Super pretty around here. Really, really lovely. And we're into the first of the major climbs. In fact, this is the biggest climb. 11.77 kilometers, 682 meters of climbing. Much stiffer at the end, but it looks fairly easy going, the first part. Well, that will warm me up. Right into the jungle now. Suan Sai National Park. One of the few cars that's come along. Very quiet, perfectly paved roads, as is always the case pretty much in Thailand, except for the centre of Chiang Mai, which has perhaps the worst roads in Thailand. And I have to ask, what sort of percentage of tourists, of foreign tourists, have seen this beauty, have been along this road? I mean, I'm going to guess 1 in 1,000, no, 1 in 10,000, 1 in 100,000. You know, 99% of tourists who come to Thailand. Have a look at this waterfall. Wow. Yeah, 99% of tourists who come to Thailand just go to the south. They'll fly into Bangkok, they'll go to Phuket, they'll go to Koh Phangan, they'll go to Koh Samui, Krabi, some of the smaller islands, Koh Phi Phi maybe. Some will come to the north. 99% of those will probably only come to Chiang Mai and do the usual day trips, elephant parks, waterfalls, blah blah blah. Very, very few will get some transport of their own and come and explore the north. But it's worth it. It is so beautiful. There's an exception to all this, and that's a guy who just started following me on Strava and commented on one of my videos. I think it's the same person. There can't be many French guys living in Lomsak. His name is Kevin, I think. So shout out to you, Kevin. Nice to have you on board, and an apology for denigrating, speaking badly of your hometown. I didn't think any Lomsak residents would be watching these videos, but as I said in one of them, may not be the loveliest town, but it's certainly in a lovely position. So I can sort of see why you're living there. Be interesting to know the real story. I suspect it was for love. Suan Sai National Park, 3 kilometers to the right. That'll be the official park entrance where people go and camp out and that. But we're gonna continue on the 1268. What a road it is. We're at the top of today's biggest climb. Look at that view, absolutely beautiful, super clear out as well. We're over, where are we at? 1,097 meters, probably the highest point of the day as well, but still a load of climbing to do. We're very much in prettiest Saparot here. So we're out of the rice fields and the corn, and we're into pineapple country. And here we are. There's a nice one. And then just fields and fields of them all over the hills. What I would like to see in this sea of pineapples is a little stall at the side of the road selling fresh pineapple. I'm not holding out too much hope though. Now there's a decent second breakfast. Bami noodles, yellow noodles, bits of meat and meatballs, and yeah, well, not going to be very vegetarian around here, but it's fuel. Oh my god, that was good. That was the best bowl of soup ever. I needed that. Oh man, a bowl of noodly goodness. That can keep me going for the next few hours. Please post. No, please. There's a few trees. Wow. Oh man, I'm gonna say it now, this is one of the prettiest rides I've done in Thailand. Absolutely stunning. It would be even better if there was a little shop somewhere. Could do. I think that's. I don't know what that is. Some sort of farming place. Little shop would be great. Another snack and a cold drink. But the landscape, 10 out of 10. Little village, very poorly stocked shop, but got a bottle of some fake orange soda, bottle of water, 2 little packets of biscuits. That'll keep me going till who knows what's next. Phu Soi Dao National Park, the next big national park, and this one's just off the main road. But we don't need to go into the national park. We're just cycling through it. The whole of this nature is a national park, in my opinion. Phu Soi Dao waterfall, just off the road. Very pretty. Well, it's time to get off the beautiful 1268 and we turn left onto the 1339, about 50k to Nampat, our destination for the day, and less than 1,000 meters of climbing. So I think we'll make it. Oh, here we go. 46 kilometers Nampat. Yeah, easy. 2-3 hours. It's 12:30 now. Should be there for perfect timing. So we've come from right over there all the way up this beautiful valley. We've turned and we've got to come all the way back now. Back this way, and then Nampat sort of over that way. So we'll be heading more into the sun now this afternoon. Certainly feel a bit hotter. We're only at 400 meters, but I think we'll be going a bit higher. One sort of big climb to come. Still pretty, this road, but not as pretty as this morning's 1268. But no, it's still a lovely ride. About 20k to go now. One more climb, so sort of 3k, fairly steep climb, and that should be it, and then we roll into town. I'm pretty cooked, but I'm not super cooked, which is a good thing, because we got to do it all over again tomorrow. That's it, up and over the final climb. Whew, it's been a day. 3,000 meters of climbing, 125k, not super long, but yeah, hard work. Fortunately not roasting hot. Okay, 9k now, mostly downhill into Nampat. Haven't booked anything, so we've got to find somewhere to stay. Don't think that'll be a problem. Into town, Nampat. Head for the centre, look for a guest house. Rented a room from this lady. Nice shade of pink. Very cheap. 250 baht. That's like £6. It's the cheapest I think I've ever seen in Thailand. Basic, but it's alright. It was probably more with air conditioning, but I just have with Patnom, with fan, because it's not that hot. Little bathroom. Basic. Perfect. Okay. Time for the usual. Big old day that was. Bigger day tomorrow. The smuggler's route.